Hey, good evening, everybody. StormTrack 5 meteorologist Dave Dierks with meteorologist Teresa Carter. We're continuing to monitor some approaching rain and storms that so far have been staying below severe levels this evening across the area. But you were in this morning when we had those big storms come across parts of East Tennessee, South and West of the Tri-Cities.
Yeah, we did have a lot of heavy rain and a few some reports that were into the very southern portions of our viewing area, but actually just very southwest of our area got hit the hardest earlier.
In Claiborne County, there was unfortunately a person killed.
Yes.
In that county, just to the west of Hancock County. Tree fell in a car there, so kind of some sad news. Had some damage to Russellville Intermediate School in Hamlin County. Had some ping pong ball size hail. But anyway, we'll talk about maybe that a little bit later. Let's focus in on where the severe weather has been tonight and still ongoing.
It is still near or west of Knoxville right now, into Nashville, more up into Paducah. And this has actually stayed pretty much like it was this morning in this area.
It's been kind of following the upper level winds, and the
Yes.
trajectory has taken it right along the instability line.
Yep.
And a ton of severe weather reports. This is 24 hours, but you can see how these little clusters of storms have been riding up along this general path, and we've had almost 370 reports of large hail, damaging winds, and
a few tornadoes. I think it was 11 reports of tornadoes.
And recently here in parts of Tennessee, Maury County, and that was not too long ago, and also in Robertson County late this afternoon north of Nashville, two confirmed tornadoes there.
Now closer to home, we haven't had that much, just a lot of some trees down just to the west of our area, and also some heavy rainfall. So I think...
And that was this morning.
That was this morning.
Storms.
That was round 1.
Yeah.
And we're going to be into round 2 in the next few hours.
Yeah, and so let's take a look at the overall Storm Prediction Center severe threat map here for us. You remember yesterday we were almost, or at least this morning, we were almost all in the red, or the level 3 zone for severe weather, which is enhanced, which is a pretty serious situation. Still serious, need to keep an eye on it, but much of the area is now either in level 1 or level 2, except the far southern counties.
So this has moved farther south, which is good for us.
Right.
But certainly be on the lookout, especially into Greene and Unicoi County, the very southern portions of our viewing area.
We'll take a look at that radar in just a moment, but show us what was going on now on Power 5 Doppler radar. Pretty quiet still in the Tri-Cities.
In the Tri-Cities, very quiet. Near Abingdon, a little bit of a downpour as well, near Lebanon and Castlewood, and Coburn getting a little bit of a break, but Norton Wise, some heavier rainfall. But right now it's situated more into southwest Virginia than into the Tri-Cities, but certainly into Kentucky. They have been getting hammered with some heavy rainfall, a lot of lightning with this storm system that is going to continue to move in, and farther even west near London. We still have a lot of lightning. So this is going to be a factor that we'll watch as well as this moves a little bit farther east.
And one thing that happened with the morning storms and showers is the atmosphere did kind of get worked over a little bit.
Yes.
And what's been happening, I've been watching the amount of lightning with these storms as they've crossed Kentucky, and they've been spilling into southwest Virginia and parts of northeast Tennessee. The lightning drops off, so it is encountering a much more stable air mass in place over the Tri-Cities right now. And these storms have had severe warnings with them, but none at the present time. However, as you were mentioning, a lot of lightning still with them. May not be producing damaging wind or large hail, very intense rainfall, and still a lot of lightning up there.
346 lightning strikes just within the last 15 minutes. And look at where this is at. So yeah, that's a lot of lightning, which that can do some damage as well.
Dangerous part of any thunderstorm for sure.
Exactly. So
and it stretches really from Hyden, which is technically in our viewing area, and so is Whitesburg and Harlan, and then back toward Interstate 75, and then back further west than that. But we still have possibility of some small hail.
Yeah, we've got this little bit, some lighter blues and even a little bit of greens in there. That's still looking at some hail potential.
With those storms west still the viewing area, but they're moving in our direction, but have generally been showing weakening trend as they've been pushing east through Kentucky. Still going gangbusters though in Tennessee. Still some very severe weather.
Tornado warnings still remain near or east of Columbia right now. Southeast of Nashville and Crossville has a severe thunderstorm warning. But yeah, you can definitely see Irving College, Manchester here, And
McMinnville's in that tornado warning too. So
yes,
got that severe thunderstorm along Interstate 40 between Cookville and Crossville, but some rotation indicated by radar here around McMinnville.
mhm.
Tornado warning with that storm, as well as near Shelbyville, especially east of Shelbyville, crossing Interstate 24, southeast of Nashville, southeast of Murfreesboro, here getting close to the Manchester area. So those appear to be our two most dangerous storms right now
Right.
in the volunteer state.
I don't think that there's any confirmed tornadoes. I
Right.
think it's just radar indicated
Exactly.
tornadic activity spinning. So
And so kind of a broader view showing
rotation.
that the northern part of this line not really producing much, if any, severe weather as it's coming in. That
Mm-mm.
could change. I'm not saying we won't see any, but the instability is certainly much higher here, especially from near Knoxville, west and south. And that's why those storms, I think, will continue to slide off to the east and southeast.
And that is where the bullseye was, that the most severe threat was as
Right.
well. So that's where we're seeing the tornado warnings and the severe thunderstorm warnings more prominent.
Right. Very. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that will be the area to continue
Mhm.
to watch. And like you said, as far as the threats tonight, the possible damaging straight line winds, there's an isolated tornado possible, but more concerned about that. But you're talking about those storms maybe clipping, a better chance of clipping the southern part of the viewing
Mhm.
area.
Yeah. I was looking at Greene County, Unicoi area, and even into maybe a little bit of Boone into the North Carolina counties. So even if we do have some straight line winds, that can do just as much
Absolutely.
damage as a tornado.
Everybody keep very close eye on us on WCYB,
Yep.
your StormTrack 5 mobile app, your NOAA weather radio, because at nighttime it's harder to recognize the dangers of severe weather. Some people go to sleep. They want to make sure they
Yes.
have a way to get the warnings. Even though we have a higher risk of the wind south of the Tri-Cities, we're still in that level too.
Sure.
So it's still possible we still see some severe thunderstorm warnings, but
yes.
not as high of a chance perhaps as it looked like it might be this morning for us tonight.
Exactly. Yes.
But there could, a couple of those cells still could produce some hail up to quarters. But I'd say large hail is going to be isolated, I think, at best.
And that was a couple of the reports this morning was hail in Greenville area, 1.25, 1.5 inches.
That's almost ping pong ball size hail in Mossheim and
Mossheim.
and Liberty in southern Washington County, Tennessee.
Yep.
And then I think one thing we really want to keep an eye on is that heavy rain.
Is the heavy rain. We've had some heavy rain move through earlier today, and we're going to be adding on to that.
And there's a flood watch, too.
And a flood watch for everyone in the viewing area except Smith County. Even
eastern
Grayson.
area is not in that flood watch.
Yeah.
But I do expect potentially maybe, I think in general, maybe 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches of rainfall. But, when those storms train across an area, maybe you get 2 hours of some heavy rain.
Mhm.
Then you can easily add up 2 to 4 inches of rain.
Yes.
And so that's why the flood watch is up.
When we're talking about training thunderstorms, we're talking, to me, I like to think of it as like a train, a choo-choo train, one after the other after the other.
Right. And that's when we get into trouble
Exactly.
with heavy rains this time of year or anytime we have thunderstorms. And that's a possibility, and that's why we have that flood watch. So if you live in a flood-prone area, drive through a flood-prone area, low-lying, poor drainage, those are the spots that are going to fill up and cause the more concerning weather.
And even, this is going to be coming in tonight, and it's even worse.
Exactly, yeah.
At nighttime.
It's hard to see.
It's hard to see.
Whether there's the road's wet or whether there's 2 or 3 inches of water over it.
You can't see.
Yeah, and you can start hydroplaning, so you have to be careful at night. Let's give a quick overview. It looks like these storms are starting to approach Middlesboro, getting closer to Knoxville at 9, and we'll continue to track those eastward. It looks like the rain, sometime between 10 and 1 a.m. will be affecting 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. racing from west to east across the area, and with some strong wind potential and some heavy downpours, some dangerous lightning, I think will be what we're keeping an eye on.
Yeah, I think most of it is going to be out of here by 1 to 1:30, especially in
at
the
least
very
this initial,
Yes.
And there could be some more that come in overnight late.
Yes.
But hopefully that will be below severe limits or levels, and we'll have to keep an eye on it. But certainly some rough and tumble weather on the way. Hopefully we'll stay away from significant severe weather, but it just takes 1 or 2 severe storms to cause some problems. And we want everybody to keep a close eye on that. Yep. Eventually we'll be dropping down, mild tonight, 60 to 65.
63 and humid.
Yeah, it's definitely muggy out there.
It is muggy out there.
And, one way we can tell what's happened is by getting pictures and video.
Yes, we love to get your photos and your videos. If you haven't done so, be careful when you're doing it, but take a good picture of video, send it in. at WCYB.com. Click on Chime In, upload them, and you could see them right here during
Got
the
some
weather.
great shots this morning
We
from those
did.
storms.
Put them together.
Sometimes we don't know what's going on until we actually get reports from our viewers.
Exactly. And
that's
we did get some great video of some hail, the wind, even some great photos of the hail this morning.
You're right.
So yeah, we'd love to see them, and that kind of lets us know exactly, hey, what's going on out there, and this is what we're seeing on the radar, but then we're seeing it in the pictures as well.
Confirms what we're talking about.
Exactly.
And of course, do it when it's safe. We don't want anybody to put anybody's life or family or anybody's life or so in danger. Do it when it's safe to do so. Absolutely safe. All right. So we want to also promote our WCYB StormTrack app, weather app.
That's right. App. You can track these thunderstorms that's moving into your area. It's available in iPhone and Android devices. Download it and then click on, I love this radar. I really do. I like it. You can see when there's watches, warnings, it lets you know. And then also you can track and see what is coming into your area. And you also can follow us if we need to break in. Of course, we'll be coming up on Fox 39 News at 10 and News 5 WCYB at 11. We'll be tracking these over the next several hours as they move in. And should we have to break into programming, you can also get live YouTube and Facebook.
Right, WCYB Facebook and our YouTube page as well.
Yep. So we've got it all covered.
Yep, there we go. And so hopefully we won't have any significant severe weather, but certainly the potential is there for at least some scattered potential severe weather. And we'll have the latest coming up a little later on Fox 39 News at 10 and News 5 WCYB at 11 o'clock. Stay safe, everyone. Thanks for joining us, and thank you for coming in to help do a little storm tracking.
Always my pleasure.
All right.